Right. Well, hi, everyone. As Mia mentioned, I'm Blake and Pearl, and today I want to show you how to 3x your Shopify store's conversion rate in just 30 days. And I'm going to do that by showing you 3 tactical brand teardowns. So as Mia mentioned, VP Marketing at Digio. I'm a Shopify marketer turned D2C marketer. I worked at a brand called AutoBrush and on the agency side for quite some time before making the jump over here. So I've sat in your seat. I know what it's like to be on the brand side, and I'm really taking that forward here now on the B2B side of things as well. But I probably, if some of you maybe have in your tech stack today, companies that I've worked at before, like Attentive and Wonderment. I've been super integrally involved in writing a lot of educational frameworks, as Mia mentioned as well. So I just love teaching, and I love to be able to give back in webinars like this as well. A little bit about Digio, just to kind of set some kind of context for our conversation today. We work with over 1,700 D2C brands like Andie Swim, Deathwish Coffee, and Everyman Jack to create what we call marketing efficiency with things like guided selling quizzes and intelligent conversion rate optimization that not only can increase on-site conversions, but also helps brands to kind of transform their email and SMS programs by helping them to first better understand their customers, but then also be able to take action on that within these channels. We're also really big about time to value at Digio. And quite frankly, anything in your tech stack, you should be holding to time to value as well. But we really help brands across a few core areas. That's to increase conversions, identify up to 5x more site traffic to be able to do lots of things like email and SMS list growth, conversions, unique experiences, and do that at scale, which I'll talk about and show you today. But also ultimately what we all care about, drive more revenue from our customers, but do it in a way that's a great experience for them. So let's now walk through 3 brands now that we kind of understand a little bit about the problem statements here. I want to start with Andie Swim. So they're a luxury swimwear brand that we work with who's become somewhat famous for their fit expert offering, which pairs shoppers with a fit expert to recommend the right sizes. This is a huge CX moment for Andie. But what they wanted to do with Digio is find a way to be able to create a one-to-many approach on their site. And when you're navigating with a brand like Andie, who offers hundreds of products with different sizes, colors, etc., if you don't quickly find what you're looking for, becomes a huge conversion blocker. And so what Andie realized is that they needed to find a way to add to their marketing funnel a guided with Digio, and they approach this really in 3 fundamental ways. I'll kind of talk you through each of these, starting with the top of the funnel. They have a style quiz on their site. So if you go to andie.com or andieswim.com today, you'll see all of these quizzes there. This quiz specifically educates shoppers on what styles they might be interested in, and all product recommendations that they learn by asking a series of questions that are relevant to what they're learning about the shopper in real time. Down to the middle of the funnel here, they have this mini quiz actually on their homepage. If you just scroll down a little bit, you'll see it there. And Andie just asked one question here. Hey, what occasion are you shopping for today? This creates what we call forward motion on the website, and also then is able to actually then guide towards a collections page there as well, creating forward motion, getting someone into the actual then collections page to take action from the shopping experience. And then at the bottom of the funnel, they have their Fit Finder quiz. So Andie's uses their PDP here. They're asking, now that they maybe know some things about the brand, the shopper, but size might be an issue. So they want to use this quiz here to educate the customer, help them find the right size, but also create the conversion. As you can imagine, shopping with swimwear online, you need to be able to find the right size, and you can't really try things on. So this quiz is a really great way for them to learn and recommend the right sizes. But one of the really cool things about what Andie is doing here, and what all of our customers do at Digio, is they capture email from these quizzes as well. And all the zero-party data that they're learning about the preferences from this shopper then get fed into their Klaviyo, their Attentive, whatever retention programs they use. In the case of Andie, it's Klaviyo. But this is all being passed into Klaviyo in real time to trigger automated emails. These emails that Andie are sending have over a 70% click-through rate, showing just how effective they can be at retargeting someone who might not convert on the site immediately, but then takes action from the email. And additionally, even if a shopper doesn't convert on day one, they're retargeting with more personalized emails using the data captured from these quizzes, and then helping them to remind them, hey, you were matched with these products. Here's the right sizes, styles, etc. for you. So all of the email experience is highly personalized to what they've just learned about the shopper. And the results from this has been pretty astounding. Andie has seen a 55% year-over-year increase in revenue from their automated email flows with Digio, 71% click-through rate almost on these retargeting emails, and overall a 343% increase in conversion rate. So huge impact here. I want to talk next about Bonafide Health. They're a women's health company helping women navigate menopause symptoms. And so Bonafide's aim within using Digio was to educate shoppers onto the right supplement plans to increase conversion confidence, but also grow average order value and increase subscription adoption. So 3 fundamental e-commerce goals right there. Their funnel today with Digio focuses heavily on this guided selling experience to ensure that each customer is matched to the right products, but also really what again sets us apart is that all of the retargeting that they're doing. So they're taking this quiz, learning a ton about this shopper as they come to the site. They're sharing all this information, but then all that data they capture is then going into all of their offsite retargeting as well. And so what they're doing to get more shoppers into this funnel is a couple things. So if you go to hellobonafide.com, you can see this in action, but on the top nav bar, they have a take the quiz. That's really prevalent for all of their site traffic to do this, but they also get a second bite at the apple of this with a flyout. So if someone's idling on site for too long, a flyout will come onto the screen and offer them to take the quiz. So from here, once someone does come into the quiz, in exchange for getting this consumer consented data, they're offering 20% off their first subscription. So it's a great way for them to get the data, but also for the customer to get something for giving that data from that interaction there. And then once the shopper answers these questions, they're given that personalized results page, which you see here on the right, features a ton of social proof and educational resources, and helps to make the shopper feel confident in what they were just recommended, but also ultimately getting, a couple different offers, social proof, all that stuff on this page. It's a huge conversion booster. But really, again, what's magical about this experience is what happens after the quiz. So better data in means better experiences out. So going into the email channel, what's being retargeted here, each shopper is getting this email reminding them of all the things that they were matched with, more social proof, and then driving them back to the site. So this is really, again, leveraging that zero-party data dynamically to personalize the email and remind them exactly of what they were recommended. So this is A+ on-site marketing, but also off-site marketing, retargeting as well. And this has led to some pretty astounding conversion impacts for Bonafide. In the last 30 days, a 469% increase in conversion rates. And overall at Digio, they're seeing a 14.8% conversion rate. So that's a huge lift and huge impact in time to value within 30 days for Bonafide. Lastly, just a really quick one here, but if you're a subscription brand and you're looking to increase subscriptions, this is Deathwish Coffee. They have several quizzes with Digio, but this one specifically, they're placing on their subscribe and save part of their website. So if you go to Deathwish Coffee today on their website, you go to subscribe and save, you'll see this quiz there. And through a series of just a couple questions like, hey, what type of coffee? How frequently do you drink it? All those things. They're sending this data into to their email and SMS programs to retarget and learn more about the customer down the road. But in the moment too, from this quiz, they're taking them directly to the Shopify checkout. So reducing barriers to conversion. It's been huge for overall just conversion rate on the site, but then also continuing to grow monthly recurring revenue from subscriptions here. So a lot of companies will use Digio for this alone, just to increase their subscription. We integrate with all the subscription programs that you might be using, whether it's Recharge, Skio, Stay, etc. So really great stuff there, but just 3 fundamental use cases there. So now it's your turn. I want to leave you with one final takeaway you can put into action today, and that's really just around creating marketing efficiency. So increased conversion rates, both on-site and off-site, come from learning more about your customers pre-purchase via CRO experiences like quizzes, and then being able to leverage that across your entire marketing funnel. So we think we have the easy button for this at Digio, but at a bare minimum, I recommend you think of clever ways to be able to do this within your tech stack today. And remember that guided selling quizzes are only as good as the identification and retargeting strategy you have in place. So really make sure that you're taking that into account there. So if anyone wants the easy button, I will have the QR code here. You can also go to digio.com, book a demo with us, get some more information. We're happy to help and be a resource for you any way possible.